Hey everybody, G Bear out here homesteading the desert. It is September 7th, 2018. You're looking at one of my, I call them tennis ball cucumbers. Here's a tennis ball and there's a cucumber. There's also another one of those hanging right outside the screen right here. It's a little elongated, but I'm not sure what's going on with those cucumbers, why they're growing like that. If anybody has an idea, send it along. Anyway, while I was in here, I was checking my tomatoes. I've got some new blossoms on them coming up here. It's been on and off hot. The peppers are flowered like crazy. Loads of flowers on the peppers, so they're doing well. My sunions they're way past harvest time, and so are my carrots, and so are my cloud potatoes, which I never got to, and they're already resprouting. So I may let those go a while. What I got coming up over here, I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like some type of a tomato plant. It's kind of strange, but we'll see. Let it go a little longer. This tomato plant over here is full of flowers. Got loads of them. I got flowers over there, and I got some tomatoes set over there. My tangerine tree over there on the sun side didn't make it. Looks like that one's going to be a free pot pretty soon. Everything else is looking good. My pears here, I got 2 pears on this tree. They're doing pretty good. So you're wondering why I've got that grass growing in there. Well, none of that grows out here. So I'm going to let it grow, and when it gets a little bit taller, I'll trim it down just like cutting the lawn, and I'll throw the greens in for the chickens. I'm sure they'll enjoy that. All right. Also, while I'm out here, let me close this gate up so the wind doesn't blow through there. Anyway, I changed my bandage today. This is the second changing. It's healing really nicely. I'm getting around pretty good. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was up on the ladder finishing my trusses and getting them anchored so that I don't have to worry about a microburst coming through and shredding them up. Everything is anchored up there. I'm hobbling up that way right now. I do need to get out here, and probably tomorrow I'll clean all of these. They're really filthy. I could get a little bit more electricity out of those in the daytime, even though I don't need it. What I need is that guy up there to work, and we all know what's going on there, don't we? All right, as you can see, my fascia on this side is all on. I still have clamps up there because I've actually got to get up on the ladder and measure from the building and make sure that my 4-foot centers are in the right places before I actually anchor those with screws. So I'll be doing that pretty soon, probably maybe even tomorrow. All right, today I was out here and I worked at starting the plumbing on the shower valve here. I'm short a piece of copper that runs here up to my elbow there, which will be where the shower head comes out. And I put it at about 6.5 feet so that if I have a guest who's tall, they won't bang their eye on the shower valve. All right. I did go through my electrical stuff. I found a stack switch here, and I found an outdoor cover there. I need to pick up a few more boxes at the depot because I decided I'm going to put one on the inside here and one on the outside there, so that if I'm doing anything out in this area, I'll have a place to plug in without having to run a really super long extension cord. All right, down there is my rig that's going to be the stub out for the toilet, and I still got to fasten that little piece on there, and then that shoots onto there, and then my shark bite hose will plug right into the top of it, and then I'll have to solder here, but I'm not going to break out the solder until I actually get the all the plumbing into place, so I only have to do it once. These little connections here, they also have to be soldered. Those are shark bite to female thread, and then male thread coming off of there. And my shark bite plastic tubing will come in and just plug right into there. And then down in that little area there, I'll have my access panel where the pipes are coming through, so that if I have to get into them for any reason, I can. All right, that part's done. The reason I've got this coming all the way over to here is because I'm going to be putting a towel bar right here on the inside on the wall, and I wanted something strong to fasten into so it doesn't just pull out of the drywall. All right, I found my high-eared L's right there, and I got one there and one there, and those will be for the hot and cold stub outs over here. And then I'll just have a little piece of copper coming off of there, and then I'll use one of those same type of push-on shark bite connectors that go onto those, or actually just a coupler or an elbow, whatever it takes when I get to that wall work. And I'm going to try to start getting my wiring into place here. I got this 4x4 box and cover. That's going to be my J box for the 120 volts that comes in here. Again, all my lighting switches will all be 6 volt, even though they're 3-way switches. Doesn't matter. I mean, not 6 volt, 12 volt DC. And doesn't matter that they're 3-way switches, because there'll be a 3-way there and a 3-way here, and then a 3-way there and a 3-way here, so that I can switch lights from either entrance. And I've got my fan box up in place up here. And what I might end up doing is on the 8-foot run where my plywood ends for the roofing. Woo! That was a big boom. I wonder if you guys heard that. Anyway, on the 8-foot run where it comes 8 foot off the wall, I'm going to take another stud and lay it flat on the top, so it gives me a double width like this. So when I put my joint together on my plywood, it gives me something else to screw into, instead of trying to get 2 sheets of plywood onto that little 1.5 inch wide metal stud. It just makes things a little easier and stronger. And I'm going to spend another $3, $6, $9, $12. So I may as well do that. Actually $9. I got one stud left over there, and I got a couple of channels over there to track, because I've got to put my nailers on top of that wall there for where the wall comes here. And I'm going to go all the way from on top of that wall all the way over to the top of that wall on top of that unit, so that when I'm putting my ceilings in, I'll have something to come off down the hallway with, and then start in the bedroom with fresh sheets. All right, that's all I've done, because I am on the injured list. I did take a nice hot shower today. I wrapped my bandage, my knee bandage, in some plastic masking. It's a paint masking. It's like a foot wide stuff. I wrapped it around my leg twice and then taped it into place with waterproof tape, so I didn't get any water on my knee while I was washing. And then when I changed the bandage, I cleaned all around the wound with alcohol swabs, and I made sure everything was nice and clean there, and then hit it with some Neosporin. And then I covered my 3x3 gauze pad with betadine and put that over the top of it, and then put a clean pad on top of that, and then wrapped it with the gauze. So I can keep it clean, and I can hobble around here. All the swelling from my foot and leg and ankle is gone. There's no heat, no redness, nothing. All around the wound looks good. It was one heck of a wound too. I had to put a few stitches on there to keep it closed, so at least that's done. And now it's just a healing time. G-Bear signing off.